What's going on, everybody? This is Martin from Pacific Gaming. Today I'm going to be doing a deck profile. Now, I pre-recorded this video at the time where I talked about it, and then when I started listening to it, I didn't notice there was so much commotion in the background. So I was going to originally re-record or re-record my voice. And I decided, you know what, I'm not going to do that. But furthermore, I'm going to play the video for you guys.
What's going on, everybody? This is Marty from Sigma Gaming. And today we're going to be doing a deck profile on a deck that I believe is a good matchup versus the Turbo discard that's been going around. So let's start the list. So we have a total of 19 forwards. First forward we're going to show it would be 2 Emperors. It's a very control card. The deck is very control. It likes to control your amount of CP your opponent has by preventing them from doing things that you'll see in the deck. So that's why we play the Emperor, so you can activate or use your special abilities. We have 1 Laguna. The deck does do a lot of dull, and this will help you freeze certain guys. And it has first strike. So if you do happen to play the Laguna and they play their 2-drop dude, that becomes a 5 Thaumaturge. Thaumaturge, yeah. So that way you can run over the Thaumaturge because he has first strike. We have 2 Mega Chocobos. Again, like I said, the deck does freeze and dull, so using him to kill off big dull dudes helps out a lot, and he can be chosen by summons. We play 2 Shark Troopers. It allows you to put in play with Devout, and also when you're able to attack, you can choose a problematic card if your opponent has and get rid of it. 2, the White Tiger. One of my favorite cards. I love this card. It's my favorite ice card. It just prevents your opponent from playing summons freely. So when you're going against the total discard matchup, they tend to play the Shiva. So now the Shiva becomes a 5 CP instead of a 2 CP. And they normally have a small hand because they get rid of their hand, they get rid of your hand. So they're usually never going to have the amount of CP to play. So once they see the White Tiger, they really can't do nothing against it. They can probably play, forwards to deal with it. But he also has first strike. So if their guys are less than 6,000, you're going to kill it. Play 2 Terrors. Similar to the White Tiger, it just makes it so your opponent's CP costs, summons cost more. And like I said, Shiva is a 2 CP, so they'll just they'll draw the 2 cards, and to happen to have a Shiva and 1 card to pay for the CP. This card prevents you from doing that, so now they have to have at least 2 cards in hand and play for that 1 CP and the 2 CP cost. The deck plays 2 Remedy. So Remedy, I was playing it because Sid Randall. See, when both her and Sid Randall in play, they both of them get a 1,000 power boost. But I liked her because she prevents your opponent from freely putting in play guys outside of their hand. So like if you're playing a Viking, you pretty much get to kill the Viking because most people let Viking die so they can get the extra draw. But to me, that's another body not in play. So it's a good card, not bad. And just having the AK with the Randall, pretty good. And she's searchable, by the way. We played 3 Sid Randall. Actually, one of my second favorite ice card in the game. When your opponent plays a forward, a character, not forward. I was right. When your opponent plays a forward and enters the field, they can either pay 1 CP. If not, it dulls it. So this prevents your opponent from swarming the field, playing guys for free. And like I said, I want to freeze your dudes and use the Mecha Chocobo to run it over. So this helps me do that. Also, when you're playing against Turbo Discard, they will play a guy and then A will instantly become dull because they're not going to be able to afford to play the extra 1 CP. So it slows their gameplay down. I played 3 Babas. Am I saying it right? Babas?
I think so.
Yeah, Babas, alright. So the Babas is really good because whenever your opponent attacks with a forward, you can choose a character, and then if they don't pay the one, that frees that character. Again, when you're playing against Turbo Discard, they usually never have cards in hand. So you will usually always freeze their guys, and this gives you a chance to come back and slowly wreck their gameplay. And these are all the fours that we currently have right now, just 19. We have a total of 17 backups. We're going to start with Chaos. Just a really good card. I actually decided to play the Chaos because I play a monster that's not that's not an ice color, so this helps me pay for that CP. Play one Sid from World of Final Fantasy. It helps me recover some of the monsters that you'll see shortly. We play a summoner. It helps me recover some of my ice summons. For 1 CP, you dull it, break the summoner. It allows you to grab 2 ice summons from your discard pile back to your hand. A good card to help me recycle, and I only play it as a one-off. I play 2 Mute. I think I'm pronouncing it right. Mute has an EX burst, 3 costs, and allows you to search for Sid, Randall, and Remedy, which are both, I believe, if in the game's lore, those are both his parents. So, good card. I play 2 the Conjure. So because I play some of these break your own guys backups, this helps me pick up some of my standard unit backups. Also helps me pick up Shock Trooper if I need to, but mainly helps me recover some of my backups. I play 2 Amina. I like it because when she's put in play, you get to freeze a guy, and because of the Sid Randall having them being able to dull their dudes whenever they play their forward, this also helps me freeze a guy on my next turn. So I can just play it, freeze it, so they can't do nothing, and then make a Chocobo gets to swing over it. And then it has a other ability. I very rarely use it, but when you do get to use it, it's really good. It just for 2 ice and 2 random, tap it, break her, we'll put her to the break zone, and choose a forward and dull it. It's pretty good. You can only do it on your turn, but I've won games with it before, so good card. I played 2 Devout. I was originally playing 3, and I decided 3 was too much because I don't really have too many cards that I want to grab back from the discard pile besides like my Mecha Chocobo or my Sid Randall, but there's a few cards I want to bring back, but most of the time it was usually a dead card, and it costs so much, so against the Turbo discard it's not that great. When you get it off, it's always going to be amazing, so no matter what, it's a great card. I was playing 3 Scholars. Scholars are, to me, a good card because it allows me to grab a 3 or less, which is my Babis. I always want to get my Babis. It's very important when you play against Turbo this card. It's very important to have the Babis because it slows them down a lot. So this helps me recover my Babis from my discard pile. So what it does is that you pay one ice, you dull it, break it. You can grab a 3 or less ice forward from your discard and add it to your hand. So good card. I played 3 Dukes. The deck is primarily mono ice, so why not get the extra 1,000 boost? And that's it for all my forwards. For all my backups. The next thing on the list would be the summons, which is a total of 9 summons. Most of them are all primarily EX bursts, as you can see. So I have 2 Shivas from Opus 1, the rare. Choose a forward, dull and freeze it. Like I said, I want to freeze and dull your guys so I can abuse the Mecha Chocobo. I play 2 Shivas from the Opus 1 common. So I like this Shiva because when you're going against Turbo discard and they're able to swing, most of their forwards are about 5,000 or less. This deals 5,000 damage to a dull forward. It has EX burst. It also costs 1 CP, so it's very cheap for me to play. So this helps me kill some of their guys when they're trying to out pressure you. I play 2 Shivas from Opus 3 Rare. This is the Shiva I was talking about earlier, where they would ditch one card from their hand for the 2 CP and play dull 2 guys. So just a good guard. It just dulls people, and if I have the Mecha Chocobo in play, I can freely attack without having to worry about, you know, getting blocked and killing my guy. So good card. I think every mono ice deck is playing at least 2. And then I play 3 Shivas from Opus 4 Common. I play this primarily for the same reason why I play the other Shiva, the 1 cost, because it's an EX burst. Chooses a doll, deal 6k damage flat. But this one allows me to do an extra 1,000 for each Shiva in my break zone. And because I have 9 Shivas in my deck, this is definitely going to do a lot of damage. So it allows me to kill bigger forwards than just guys that are at least 5,000 or 6,000. So it does a lot of work in the deck. Those are all the summons. And now for the monsters, I play 5 monsters. So this is the monster Flandit. I play 2 of them. This is the one that was off color, and this is the reason why I play the Chaos. I love Flandit because it allows me to dull it, choose a forward, and the player has to either pay 1 CP or allow it not to attack or block. When you're playing against Turbo Discard, they usually have no cards in hand and sometimes no CP at all, or backups, I should say. So this pretty much becomes a dull, can be sent out to battle. It's a good card. I play 1 Ghoul. It's a monster. Most people don't have a lot of monster hate in your deck, and this allows me to stay in the game, pay 2 CP, and dull a guy, especially on their turn. So if they have the Gasper in play, I can wait for them to respond with the Gasper, and then use my Gold's ability, tap it, pay 1, ditch a card from my hand, and freeze one of their dudes. So it kind of makes their Gaspar kind of useless, especially if I only had that 1 card in my hand. And being able to dull your opponent on one of the forwards on their turn is really good, because on next turn it comes in on taps, and then you can dull them. Do kind of like how people do the Amon. Yeah. There you go. Sorry guys, Amon. So I kind of use them like Amon. And I play 1 Carl from the Opus 6 new Carl. It's a really good card. I only play 1 because I like their 2 costs. There's another 2 cost card I'm gonna talk about it in a minute. I just like the fact that he just costs you 0 CP to become a monster, and then when you attack, you can choose a forward and dull it. Again, I do a lot of dulling, and it works very well in the theme. Unfortunately, I cannot recycle this card with the Sid from World of Final Fantasy, but it's still a good card to play. He just stays there, and when the moment requires you to use it, you use its effect. And then I play 1 Swamp Monk. So I was originally playing 2 of the Corals, but I decided to go 1 Swamp and 1 Coral because I'm able to pick it up with the Sid. So in case someone discards my hand or I had to waste so much stuff, the Sid allows me to bring it back into play from the discard because it's a cost of 2 or less. And again, same thing as the Coral. The only difference is I have to pay 1 ICP in order to make him into a forward and use his effect. But overall, that's the deck. We're probably going to be doing a video playing against the Turbo Discard, just so you guys can see how the deck plays. But yeah, this is Martin from Sigma Gaming. Adios.
Again, sorry for all the the noise and the sound effects. You're gonna going in the background. I live in a busy area, so you're gonna get a bunch of noise like that. So it's really hard for me to like nullify all that stuff. But anyway, thanks for watching. Enjoy. This is Marto. Adios.